knitters, welcome back to Rena Knits. In this video, we're going to be making a pouch or a holder for gift cards. So gift card sleeve or holder. It is a very unique pattern. To me, it almost seems like magic, but it's a wonderful pattern to work on and a great way to make a sleeve or make a pouch of some sort without using a sewing needle. So have fun with it, and I think you'll also agree with me that it's magic at the end of it. But have fun. To create a gift card sleeve, what we're going to do is use needles that are of US size 4. So we're going to use US size 4 needles and any yarn that you like. I'm just using a normal weight of 4 yarn. And we're going to cast on 32 stitches. This particular sleeve is going to be of a stockinette pattern. So we'll start off by casting on 32 stitches. Once you have cast on your 32 stitches, what you're going to do is knit 1, slip 1, pretty much all the way across. So you're going to knit 1, slip 1, and then knit 1, slip 1. And you're going to repeat this pattern all the way across till the end of the row, but you're going to do this for 3.5 inches. So you're going to row 1, row 2, front, right side row, wrong side row. You're pretty much going to do this, knit 1, slip 1, till your piece measures 3.5 inches. Once you have knit 3.5 inches using the pattern of knit 1, slip 1, what you will notice, like even if you look at this, the way that this is knit, it almost seems like magic, because if you do this, because it feels thick, so even if you do that, it almost seems like there's a hole in the middle. And there actually is. So that's one part of this magic. This pattern allows it so that it basically creates kind of like a pouch format. That's why you don't need a sewing needle for this. So this is one thing. The second thing you'll notice is this. So what you want to do, once you've knit 3.5 inches, you are going to take a stitch holder or another needle, and what you're going to do is move all your odd stitches on one and all your even stitches on another. So you're just going to move those stitches onto this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all my odd stitches onto my stitch marker. And all my even one on my other needle. Okay, I'm gonna so basically what I'm gonna do is just do this and remove the other one off the needle, and just remember to take it out and not pull anything so I don't lose any stitches. So basically just keep doing this. Okay, and now move the other stitches back onto, I'm going to just move it back onto this needle. So basically you end up creating that pouch. Look here, once you've done that, there's your little pouch right there. Now once you've moved these here and that here, I'm just going to close this so I don't lose these. What you're then going to do is flip this around. So you're going to now basically take this and flip it. And the second magic, if you notice, is that when we did that pattern on the back side, which is now going to be your right side, it ended up being a stockinette pattern. So by doing that, you basically were working backwards, but in the front, you were creating a stockinette pattern. So that's the second magic of this particular pattern. Now what you're going to do is bind off 16 stitches. It doesn't matter which stitches you bind off, but you're just going to bind off 16. Now because my yarn is over here, I'm just going to bind these 16 off. So you're then going to just take your normal needle and just bind off as you would normally cast off stitches. So I'm going to just do it this way and bind off. Now once you've cast off all of the stitches, you'll be at your last stitch. Now instead of cutting the yarn and closing this off, what you're gonna do is just take this and bind off that stitch by knitting this one. So you're gonna just knit this one and bind this one off this way. And then now you're going to knit all of these, just normal knit. So your row 1, because we're now going to create basically the envelope portion of it, or the flap, to close off this holder, gift holder. So you're just going to knit. So row 1 is going to be all knit. There we go. And now row 2 is going to be all purl, because we want to maintain that stockinette pattern. So we're going to continue doing this. And at the end of row 2, so this row 1 and 2 that you created, where row 1 was all knit and row 2 was all purl, you're going to repeat this another 2 more times. So in total you'll have done it 6 times, and then we are going to start with the flap. So repeat these 2 rows another 2 times, and then we'll start with the flap. Now once you've completed that portion, we're going to come to the point where we're going to create the actual flap. Now if you notice here, this part is the stockinette part, and when you're when the envelope would be open, you would notice that this matches with this. But if you look at the back side, this is contradictory to this. Now if you want this to be the same as this, and you don't want this part to be like that, but you want it to be same as this, you just reverse what I did. So instead of doing the first row as all knit, you would do the first row as all purl, and the second row would be all knit. So you would just reverse that, so that way then this stockinette pattern would show up on the front side rather than the back side of your holder. So at this point, you're going to start decreasing the number of stitches to create that triangular format right here. So you're going to do is knit 1, then you're going to slip 1 through as if you're going to knit, slip the other as you're going to knit, and then you're going to take both of these in and basically you're doing the SSK form way of decreasing a stitch. Then you're going to knit till you have 3 stitches remaining at the end. Then you're going to do K2 together. And you're going to knit the last stitch. row 2 for this portion of your project. You're going to purl all the way across. Once you finish purling that row, you're going to repeat these 2 rows. So row 1 where you decreased 2 stitches, 1 on either side, and then row 2 of all purl another few times. You will repeat these two rows till you have 6 stitches remaining. So each time you will decrease by 2, so you will repeat this till you have 6 stitches remaining. Once you're at the point where you have 6 stitches remaining, what you will now do is again decrease 1 stitch by doing the SSK, then knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, and K2 together. Again, the reverse side is all purl. And then the next row is again the same, SSK, and then knit 1, and K2 together. Now in this case, we just created the hole in order for us to either put in a button or a ribbon through. Back side is going to be all purl for these 3. We are going to do is slip 1, knit 2 together, and pass the slip stitch over this knot, and then we're done. So we'll cut this off and complete that there. You can end or complete the gift card sleeve by putting a ribbon through it. So I basically weaved the ribbon through the stitches at the bottom and then brought them up and then created a little bow. So that's how I was able to finish this off. So this is the end result. Relax, enjoy, and keep knitting. If you like this video, don't forget to click that like button. And if you're new, welcome. Don't forget to click that subscribe button to get the latest videos on knitting projects, knitting plans, knitting patterns, and much more.